Hello everyone and welcome to Main Street Magic Designs. Welcome to our final day of our 12 days of Disney inspired DIY Christmas crafts. It's hard to believe it's 12 days and I know this took a little while before I could post it, but we've been busy making lots of crafts for gifts and had to get those done and so they could be shipped out. So now we finally have a chance to finish this series. And today we are going to make a Christmas garland. Now I'm going to use the garland to hang above my windows, but you could use it to put on a Christmas tree. You could hang it around your door outside, your windows outside. You could hang it on above your cabinets in your kitchen. You could really do so many things with this garland, and it's so easy to make, and it's just got a little touch of Disney. So what I'm going to use is 2 rolls of 10-inch, 10-yard Deca mesh. In this case, I'm using the same colors, but if you wanted to mix and match, like if you wanted to do red and green or blue and silver or whatever, they're going to cover the entire garland, so you could definitely pick a red and a green or 2 complementary colors. A 15-foot garland, tinsel garland. Again, this could be whatever color that kind of goes with your Deca mesh. You're not going to see this a whole lot. It's more the base of our garland. But I do have in another one I made, you see like maybe an end about this much at the end. So you want to pick a color that will complement your Deca mesh. And then you're going to want ribbon. Now in this case I'm using this 4-inch ribbon, but you could easily use, and in the other one I made already, I used a 2.5-inch ribbon, like this. So today I'm going to use this, but I'll show you in the end the other one that I made that uses a ribbon like this. You're going to need some pipe cleaners. And then you're going to need some ornaments, small, with some styrofoam glitter balls. I mean, you can make your own. You could, and these don't have to be ornaments. It makes it easier if they're ornaments because we put the pipe cleaner through the hook here, but you could also glue them to the pipe cleaner if you needed to, if you wanted just to do styrofoam balls, because if you use styrofoam balls you could paint them any color you wanted and glitter them up however you wanted, but this is what we're going to use, and they turn out to look like Mickey heads just like this. And you can add bows to make them look like Minnie. You could add decorations to them if you wanted to, but we're just going to go with simple Mickey heads for this one. So to start our project, we are going to cut our pipe cleaners in half. We are going, and by the way, sorry, I should mention that you're going to need 12 of these. And also, you can, but you don't have to, add another decoration element, like some snowflakes. Because what happens is, between the poofs of mesh go the Mickey heads, but I don't do them every poof. Otherwise you don't see them, they get covered up by the poof. So I do every other one, and then I do the snowflake in the one that I don't put the Mickey head in, and it dangles. So it depends on where you're going to put it if you really want it to dangle or not. Like, let's say if you were putting this around your front door or on a Christmas tree, you probably wouldn't want the dangly bits. So that's an optional thing. But so for this, I'm going to make 12 of these little Mickey heads. So I'm going to get started making those, and then I'll come right back to you. Okay, I'm going to start off by showing you how to make your little Mickey ornament head. As you can see, I already did two. So I got these small plastic ornaments. These came from Target. And then I got some, what they call filler from Michael's. They have this size styrofoam bowls with glitter on them. So that makes a pretty good head to ear ratio size there. So basically all you're going to do is take an ornament and glue the foam bowl on where you think the ears look good. Like that. And for this I'm just going to use some hot glue. Remember, you're going to want to make 12 of these for the same, if you're doing the same size garland as I am. And I'm doing garland to cover 9 feet across my windows and patio door. The first one I did was across my windows, and I'll show you that later. This one I'm going to put across the top of my patio door. So you just hold it on there until it's cooled a little bit, then do the other one. So the reason you need 12 of these, when you go to make the garland, you're going to do, like for example, I am doing 9 feet, but I'm going to do 11 feet of decoration. Now this is 15 feet, so that means I'm going to leave 2 feet on either side with nothing, and then what I do eventually is curl this up so you don't see it. But the reason I don't like cut it off or anything is because I don't want to have pieces falling off, because I've cut the end. It's just easier to wrap it up because you can't really see it anyway. We're going to decorate 9 feet. We're going to decorate 11 feet for a 9-foot window space, I guess you could say. And in that 11 feet, we're going to put our pipe cleaners every 5 inches. So we're going to measure out 2 feet on the end of the garland and then start our pipe cleaners. And then, so you just put them on and give it a little twist. And then measure 5 inches. And do the next one. I'm gonna do the whole thing and then I'll come back. Now that you have all your pipe cleaners on, we can start with the mesh. So we're gonna start with 1 roll of mesh in the first pipe cleaner. We're going to make a little loop on the end so that we can hide the cut part of it. Then you're going to hook that into the pipe cleaner. And then you're going to measure about 10 inches and put that into a loop and hook where the 10-inch mark is into the next pipe cleaner. You can measure this just by pulling the mesh past the next pipe cleaner that you have empty to the one after that, because remember they're 5 inches apart, so the very next pipe cleaner would be 10 inches. So then just grab a hold of it there and then pull it back to the pipe cleaner that you passed, and then fluff open your bubble. And then just do this all the way down the garland. When you finish that, you're going to get your second roll of mesh and do it all over again. The same way you started the first time, you're going to do it again and use the same pipe cleaners and continue with the same method. I'm going to do that and I'll come back. When you get to the end, you can just tuck the ends under and make them look like a little poof, like the other side does. Like you're beginning. You can make them look like a little bunch, like the beginning of the garland looks like. Now it's time to add the ribbon. Now the ribbon that I got for this particular garland, I ended up not liking a whole lot. It had like a glittery edge to either side of it, but the wire was more in the center of the ribbon, and after I started, I didn't like the way that it was laying, so I decided to cut off that glittery edge and just use the main part that said Merry Christmas, and that worked out better, but I still overall didn't like the ribbon as much because the texture and the way it laid was different than most ribbons that I work with, but it turned out okay anyway in the end. So to put your ribbon in, you're just going to start it at the end, leave a little tail, and then figure out how much looks nice over your poof. You don't want too much so that it's too baggy, but you also don't want to make it too tight so that it's pulling your poof down. So just kind of measure it out and then stick it into your pipe cleaner, and then you just go from one poof to the next. So when you're done putting on your ribbon, it's time to put on your Mickey heads. Like I said before, you're going to put one Mickey head in between every other poof. And the way I did it was just to put the pipe cleaner through the cap on top of the ornament. Now, if you don't have enough pipe cleaner, you could always use some string or some wire or another pipe cleaner if you wanted it to hang a little lower or stick out a little bit further. You could do that. And in this one, I earlier said I was going to do snowflakes, but I decided to do small Mickey heads for my hanging accent. So I had made the smaller Mickey heads, and they hang from string down, and I just used the pipe cleaner to hold the string. And you could see that. So here's the finished product on top of my patio door. You can see all the Mickeys and the Poos. It does say Merry Christmas. So that's over my patio door. And then here is the one that I made first. And it's above my living room windows behind my Christmas tree. And it says ho 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 on it. And has the little snowflake danglies instead of the Mickey head danglies. But in between every other one, there is a Mickey head. And it's the same color mesh and everything. The only difference is the snowflakes and the ribbon. That's it for our 12 days of Disney-inspired DIY Christmas crafts. I really hope you enjoyed these 12 different crafts. I had a lot of fun making them and sharing them with you, and I hope that you'll stick along with me as I continue making crafts for parties and holidays and seasonal decorations, all with a touch of Disney inspiration added. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.